If you've lived through the early 2000s watching Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, the chance is you know who Aaron Carter was.
Of course. And my managers, my mom, Laura.
Even if you don't know Aaron, you surely know about his brother, Nick Carter. Yes, the same Nick Carter, member of the wildly popular boy band Backstreet Boys. On November 5th, news broke out that Aaron was found dead in his bathtub by his housekeeper. He was only 34 years old, just 1 month before he turned 35. The news of Aaron's death shocked millions of his fans. The official cause of his death hasn't been released, but his friends suspect that it was caused by substance abuse. There's also some theory about suicide going around.
He had been grappling with substance abuse for years, in and out of rehab. He once appeared on the show The Doctors, explaining he suffered from a number of mental health issues and was taking a variety of prescription pills to treat those conditions.
But who really is Aaron Carter, and what is his past? Aaron was born in Tampa, Florida. He began his career as a child artist when he was only 7 years old. When he was 10, he said in an interview that he had always wanted to be a singer since he was very, very little. Aaron talked to his mom about it, and his mom agreed to take him to singing lessons at Tampa Rock School. He met some friends at that school and formed a rock band with them. It was called Dead End. They were able to perform at coffee houses and other venues like that. But according to Aaron, the band wasn't good. They were always off-key and would often mess up on stage. However, he enjoyed it and described the experience as fun. It also gave him experience performing on stage. After 2 years, Aaron decided to leave the band because he wanted to do pop music, while his bandmates were into alt-rock. After leaving Dead End, Aaron made his first solo appearance on a big stage. Of course, besides having talent, having a famous and successful brother helped a lot. He sang a cover of the Jets' Crush on You in Berlin on March 1997, when he was just 9 years old, opening for the Backstreet Boys. That performance landed him a record deal. Aaron soon got busy after signing his record contract. He released his first single, singing the same song, Crush on You, in the fall of 1997. Nick Carter made a cameo in the music video. His first studio album was released not long after. On December 1st, 1997, he released the self-titled studio album, Aaron Carter. The album achieved gold status in several European countries such as Norway, Spain, Denmark, as well as Canada. The Aaron Carter album was released in the United States in June of the following year. 2 years later, on September 2000, Aaron released his second studio album called Aaron's Party, Come Get It. The Come Get It song made it to the Billboard Hot 100 chart. The album peaked at number 4 on the Billboard 200 Albums chart. It was a very successful album, and the single I Want Candy became a hit amongst kids and teens at that time. The album sold more than 3 million copies in the United States. It achieved 3 times platinum status in the US. The success of his second album brought him on tour with the Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears on her Oops, I Did It Again tour. Aaron's rise to fame continued with his acting debut, guest starring on an episode of Lizzie McGuire, the popular Disney Channel series, in March 2001. He followed that up with the release of his third studio album, Oh Aaron, in August of the same year. Between his acting debut and his third studio album, he was also busy performing in a concert with another teen star, Samantha Mumba, and made his Broadway debut playing JoJo the Who in the musical comedy Seussical. The early 2000s was truly his most productive year. In 2002, he released another album, his fourth one. It was called Another Earthquake. Aaron said that it was his favorite album he ever did as a child. In October 2006, Aaron Carter and his siblings starred in a reality show on E! Called House of Carters. The show featured the 4 siblings living together for a month in Los Angeles and trying to get along with each other. It ran for only 1 season. Aaron's career seemed to be on a high, with the release of Carter's most requested hits in 2003. However, what his fans didn't know was that he was having trouble in his personal life. In 2004, his parents got divorced. He was told about the divorce just an hour before he filmed his MTV Cribs episode. While he was showing the cameras a tour around his house, he had to secretly deal with the fact that the house will never be the same again. This event sent him into depression. He stopped releasing new albums around that time, and his life began to unravel. After he turned 18 in 2005, he found out that he owed $4 million in back taxes. He filed for bankruptcy in 2013 due to this. He claimed that the cause was neglect on his parents' part. According to the California Child Actors Bill, also known as the Coogan Bill, his parents were supposed to put 15% of his earnings into a Coogan account. He said that he only got $2 million when he turned 18, and he should have at least had $20 million in his account. Aaron said that his parents used his earnings to buy 15 houses and 30 cars, but he didn't get any of the money when they sold the properties. He also claimed that his father shot a .44 Magnum near his ear, which caused him to go 70% deaf in one ear, in order to make him sign a $256,000 check. He was able to pay off all of his tax debts in 2014. Aaron also started experiencing problems with substance abuse. On February 21, 2008, he was arrested by the police. They pulled him over for speeding and found less than 2 ounces of weed in his car. He also became addicted to huffing, a type of substance abuse that involves inhaling fumes from common household substances, such as hairsprays and aerosols. His struggle with addiction led him to cancel his tour in 2011. During the same year, he went on a 3-month-long stint at a rehabilitation center in California for treatment of his addictions. After overcoming his addiction issues and getting back on track, Aaron started making music again. In February 2015, he released an extended play record, or an EP, through SoundCloud called The Music Never Stopped. In 2016, he released a new single called Fool's Gold, which appeared on another EP he released in 2017 called Love. He turned the EP into his 5th studio album with the same name, which was released in 2018. It seems like after years of not making music, he was eager to work again. Before his death, he had finished working on his 6th album called Blacklisted. The album was scheduled to be released on December 7th, 2022, the day of his 35th birthday, but it was released by the producers 2 days after his death without the approval of his management. Talk about heartless money grabs. It was later removed from streaming services for being released without proper approvals. However, despite his comeback to making new music, the controversy surrounding him never stopped. In 2017, he was arrested for driving under the influence and also for possession of marijuana. Later that year, he appeared on the health-focused talk show, The Doctors.
Any relationships?
You guys don't understand, this is really hard because since we broke up, I haven't felt anything.
For the last 2 years, I've been on a little bit of a roller coaster.
We have major breaking news.
I'm good, but I'm not great. And I never will be great when it comes to my recovery.
Looked severely underweight on that program. When they tested him, he tested negative for illegal drugs, but he tested positive for a mixture of prescription drugs. That combination of prescription drugs took the life of his sister, Leslie Carter, in 2012. He said that he took them for his multiple mental illnesses, including schizophrenia, acute anxiety, and bipolar disorder. In 2019, he went to Twitter and claimed that his late sister used to abuse him sexually when they were children. He also accused his brother Nick of abusing him and a female family member, which was denied by Nick Carter and his team. His tweets came out after Nick and Aaron's twin sister, Angel, asked for a restraining order against him. Aaron had confessed to Angel before that he had thoughts of killing babies and Nick's wife, Lauren, who was pregnant at the time. That wasn't the only restraining order filed against him. In March 2022, his fiancée Melanie Martin filed a restraining order after she accused him of breaking 3 of her ribs. He lost custody of his 3-month-old son, Prince Carter, due to this incident. He was also involved in a copyright dispute with a German artist called Jonas Jödecke in 2020. Jonas said that Aaron was using his artwork to promote merchandise without his permission. Aaron replied that Jonas should have taken it as a compliment. After it went viral, Aaron agreed to pay Jonas $12,500 in 2021. Aaron Carter's death at age 34 shocked many fans around the world. Even though his life story is filled with sadness and struggles, it is an important reminder that addiction is a very real problem and needs to be taken seriously. Rest in peace, Aaron Carter. May your music live on forever. Click like and share if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe for more videos like this one, and see you in another video.